there are several implementation, and if you search on the internet, you will find 90% false and bogus information, 5% solution with expensive hardware, and very few real helpful information is there for you to choose which one best suited for you and which one to implement and how to implement. Can we join multiple internet or merge them all together? The straightforward answer is yes. Along with that, there are so many buts. Like, why you want to join? Do you want the speed limit to be increased, or you want redundancy, or you want failover? Like right now, this internet is having around 50 Mbps, and this one is around 85, 87 Mbps, and this one is 92 Mbps. So I already tested with 3 different ISPs. Right now, I am using a failover internet and it is giving around 93 Mbps. There are several implementation, and if you search on the internet, you will find 90% false and bogus information, 5% solution with expensive hardware, and very few real helpful information is there for you to choose which one best suited for you and which one to implement and how to implement. Like, there are several cheap consumer grade hardwares are available, like load balancing router. As you see, those load balancing routers are very cheap, but those cheap ones have multiple drawbacks. It is very complicated to actually figure out what would be the appropriate settings. If you inserted 2 or 3 WAN connection over here, like here you see one is dedicated and 3 are mentioned as WAN/LAN. Setting up those things, it was not easy for me. I have tested with this home office previously around 11 years ago. I have tested industrial grade router with load balancing. Load balancing is not easy. Like, you are connected to multiple internet service providers, ISPs. If you are simply streaming a video, simply loading a website, you will not face any issue. But if you are trying to access a logged in website or any authentication based website, and those websites maybe or probably will identify like you are accessing from multiple IPs, as you will be attached various different IP from various different ISPs. So in those cases, you will face access issue. What are the other issue? If anything is encrypted, especially with VPN or even tunneling, setting up those is purely impossible. You'll have to channel out only with one ISP. That is the only way you can connect a tunnel or VPN reliably using those type of load balancing routers. There are other ways, like what if you buy a motherboard or computer having multiple LAN port? Let me see the cheap one first. Visit the website. As you see, this one is having 4 LAN or WAN ports. That means if you install a open source router operating system, you will be able to manage by yourself. But the problem relies on the base that either you want to merge those bandwidth or you want failover. If you want to merge only applications you will be easily access are video consumptions. I found out a better way. Let me search if Google or any AI can found a better way. I already searched, but somehow I want to show you those results. I have 2 ISP, cheap or professional solution. What are the solution Google provide? Google provide the cheap solution is automatic backup failover. How it works? Plug both ISP modern routers into a router with multi WAN port. That means you will have to purchase another router with multiple WAN port, and I already told those router do not work properly. That means those do not serve your requirements. Professional solution, dual active load balancing. pfSense, I know it is a router operating system, and this piece of deployment I already done like 10 or 11 years ago, and it did not work as expected. So what are the other solution? Ubiquiti and Pipelink. I also provide internet service in my local area as Shorker broadband, but those solutions are out of the scope for this use case. I'm not sure which one Google is asking to use. Pipelink, yes, those types of devices are really effective, especially to combine, as you see like this one. If you want to combine the whole throughput, those are really good solution. But what are the price? Someone told me like Linux Tech Tips provided some hardware solution, or simply say he demonstrated some hardware solution. I'm not sure. Let me ask any DIY solution. Before I proceed asking Google, let me ask ChatGPT what ChatGPT has to say. It is also saying the same. Cheap option like having those type of routers, use Cisco SD-WAN. Yes, this is a professional like solution, but I don't have a budget, this amount of budget for my home office. What do I do? Okay, next I must proceed asking any DIY solution, like any cheapest solution is there. Speedify, software load balancing. As it says, if you have multiple internet provider, Speedify will combine those whole throughput and the mathematics will work. That means 160 and 90, 250. Still, it says 250 Mbps. It is too good to be true as a software solution. Best for live streamers? I don't think so. That is because live streaming always take one channel live all of the time, as WireGuard does. It keeps alive a direct tunnel. OpenSense, WRT, all those things are like mix and match. What if you want a simple solution? Like I have two internet connection. One is on home and another is home office attached to my home. So my one office is 12 kilometer away, another one is 50 kilometers away. It will be very expensive if I pull a direct connection from there. What do I do over here? As it is the rainy season and sometimes internet connection fluctuates along with the power line. So what do I do? Suppose I am having this router and I am having another router. This one connected to the internet via GPON and this one connected via GPON. What do? I connect both of the output over here to a switch, unmanaged switch. This is router 2, this is router 1. This is my switch, one connection from my switch to my PC or laptop. And in this PC, what I have simple two script. Let me show you the script. This one is the IP failover switching script. This is connection 1, this is connection 2. It will continue to ping to the Cloudflare DNS. Along with it will continue to ping Google DNS. If both fails, like there may be a scenario for some reason out of the blue moon, one of those fails. That means one of those succeeded. That means the internet connection is alive. That means I have dual if condition. Like if those two fails, then it will start switching. Like over here, NMCLI. It will use NMCLI to switch connection 1 to 2 or connection 2 to 1. It will sleep for 10 seconds and it will continue. That's it. So simply I am having a switch like this type of switch only costs like less than $5. It works in 5 volt. By using only this script and $5, I get the failover. That means I will always get internet if any of my internet provider is up. I don't have to switch between routers. Like I am having few routers over there. 2 of them right now is up and running. I could have more, but I couldn't figure out how do I change whenever I need. But I found out a great, cheap, easy to work solution and it practically works. As you see, I was having 87 Mbps from here, and by the way, it was sending all data from Kolkata to Mumbai. I'm not sure why it did not select a local server to test. As you see, this one is also 54 Mbps. It was like taking Asansol to Mumbai. One of my ISP is on Asansol, another one is at Kolkata. Hope you have learned something. See you tomorrow.